My leadership journey began when I became a reading specialist after spending nearly 7 years as both a full time substitute and a certified classroom teacher in grades 1, 2, 3, and 6. Those years in the classroom gave me a strong instructional foundation and a deep understanding of the diverse academic and social emotional needs of students. As a reading specialist, I quickly learned that leadership requires integrity, especially when navigating difficult conversations or challenging situations. I realized that being a leader meant advocating for what students needed while building trust and maintaining positive relationships with teachers and administrators. Several years later, I became a core knowledge coach and a teacher centered reading coach. In that role, I recognized that effective leadership also requires humility. I sought out mentors in literacy instruction who challenged my thinking and helped me deepen my understanding of adult learning. Their guidance strengthened my ability to coach teachers, facilitate professional learning, and support instructional change. I was also a mentor of the member of the third cohort of ULIT coaches. That experience transformed my understanding of evidence based literacy instruction and the science of reading. Just as importantly, it taught me that what it means to be an effective instructional coach. Through structured coaching cycles, I partnered with kindergarten, first, and second grade teachers to implement instructional changes that improved foundational literacy practices and student learning. Today, as an AIS coordinator, I support teachers and school leaders in implementing foundational skills programs and strengthening MTSS practices. Over time, I have grown as a leader by refining how I communicate information, providing clear and actionable guidance, and following up consistently to ensure initiatives are implemented with fidelity. I believe that sustainable change happens through collaboration, accountability, and ongoing support. I am interested in becoming an assistant principal because I want to expand my impact beyond literacy and support the growth of an entire school community. Throughout my career, I have found the greatest fulfillment in developing teachers, building leadership capacity, and helping create systems that improve outcomes for all students. As an assistant principal, I would bring my instructional expertise, collaborative leadership style, and commitment to continuous improvement to ensure that every student has access to high quality instruction and every teacher feels supported and succeed. My leadership style is collaborative, student centered, and grounded in integrity. I believe that educators enter this profession because they want to make a meaningful difference in the lives of children. When teachers feel valued, supported, and empowered, they are more willing to take risks, grow professionally, and work together to improve outcomes for students. Collaboration is central to my leadership because lasting change happens when teachers, school leaders, and families share ownership of a common vision. I strive to build trusting relationships where people feel heard, respected, and accountable. While I value collaboration, I also believe it is important for leaders to maintain a clear focus on the ultimate goal, ensuring that every student succeeds academically, socially, and emotionally. Integrity is the foundation of my leadership. I want to be known as someone whose words and actions are aligned, a consistent advocate for children, and an honest, dependable partner for teachers and families. Even when conversations are difficult, I believe people deserve transparency, fairness, and respect. By setting high expectations, providing meaningful support, and following through on my commitments, I aim to foster a school culture where everyone believes they can grow and achieve at high levels. Ultimately, I lead by listening, building capacity in others, and creating the conditions where both adults and students can be successful. I believe trust is earned through consistent action over time. Whether I am working with staff, students, or families, I strive to lead with consistency, transparency, and honesty. People want to know their leaders have the instructional expertise to guide them, the humility to continue learning themselves, and the integrity to do what is best in the best interest of children. With staff, I build trust by being visible, listening first, and following through on my commitments. I provide clear expectations, actionable feedback, and meaningful support, while also modeling my own professional growth. I don't expect others to embrace continuous learning if I'm not willing to do the same. With students, I build trust by being present, approachable, and consistent. Students need to know that adults will listen to them, treat them fairly, and advocate for their success. I want every student to feel seen, valued, and confident that the adults in the building believe in their potential. With families, I believe trust begins with open and proactive communication. I make every effort to listen to their perspectives, acknowledge their concerns, and work collaboratively to support their children. Even when conversations are difficult, I am committed to being transparent, respectful, and solution oriented. Ultimately, trust is built when people see that your words and your actions are aligned. When staff, students, and families know they can rely on your leadership, they are more willing to work together toward our shared goal of ensuring every child succeeds. I understand that resistance to change is often rooted in people's commitment to their work, not a lack of willingness to improve. For many educators, their instructional practices are closely tied to their professional identity. When they're asked to change a curriculum or a longstanding practice, it can feel as though their expertise or past success are being questioned. As a leader, I recognize that before people embrace change, they need to feel respected and supported. I handle resistance by leading with transparency, collaboration, and honesty. I believe teachers should be part of the change process from the beginning. Whenever possible, they should help identify the need for change by examining student data, reflecting on current practices, and discussing the outcomes we want for students. When educators have a voice in the process, they are more invested in the solution. I also create opportunities for teachers to ask questions, express concerns, and identify the aspect of implementation that are most challenging. Resistance often decreases when people feel heard and have the support they need to develop new skills. My role is to provide that support through professional learning, coaching, mentoring, modeling, and regular follow up. I also recognize that change extends beyond the classroom. Families may need clear communication about why a new initiative is being implemented and how it will benefit their children. Building understanding with families helps strengthen confidence in the school's direction. Finally, I recognize that meaningful change takes time. Leaders cannot expect one professional development session to transform practice. Sustainable improvement requires a clear vision, consistent messaging, opportunities to practice, ongoing feedback, and time to refine implementation. My role is to keep everyone focused on our shared purpose, improving outcomes for all students while supporting teachers and families throughout the process.